It's that time of the year again. We're about to turn the clocks back for daylight savings. But a bill to end the practice of changing the clocks twice a year, known as the Sunshine Protection Act, was taken up in the Senate earlier this week. It would make daylight saving time permanent in the United States year-round. But unfortunately, the legislation was not able to reach a consensus in the Senate.
Now, while supporters of the bill say ending clock changes could reduce inconvenience and provide economic and health benefits, opponents worry it could lead to darker winter mornings that could pose safety issues. Daylight saving began in the United States in the 20th century as a wartime effort to save energy. But over 100 years later, 47% of the American public opposes the current clock changing system, according to an AP NORC poll from earlier this month. Instead, 56% of people said they prefer to have daylight saving time year-round with less light in the morning and more in the evening. And 42% support standard time year-round with more light in the mornings and less in the evenings.
Oh, I'm a little split on this because...
on like the whole idea or splitting the time? Or which one? Like morning or evening?
I'm split on the idea of doing permanent daylight savings time because... the dark mornings make it really difficult to get out of bed. But I also hate the dark. I just don't like winter is the problem. Like, it has nothing to do with the time. The dark mornings suck. The dark evenings suck when you're getting home from work and you're just driving in the dark. Like, it's miserable. The whole thing is miserable. It should just be summer all the time. I clearly need to move to the South.
Or L.A.
Oh, God.
You're like, no, I can't even imagine you in
LA. I'm good over there.
You and Newsom hanging out, having a drink.
East Coaster through and through.
Well, I lived in Arizona. I had the luxury of living in the place where they don't do daylight saving time, and it was lovely. Yeah. I didn't mind it. Okay, I was a reporter there. It was dark in the morning, fine. It was a little dark in the morning. Now, I'll say I've also lived in New York where I had to be on the train at 4 o'clock in the morning for a really early shift, and that sucked. Not that the sun would ever be out at that time, but I'd like to see it at least while I was prancing in the office when I got there finally around 5:36. To not see it until... 6:30, that might disturb those early morning people. So I don't want to get in the middle of that beef. I just think, can we just pick something? Like, I don't want to think about the idea of losing sleep this Sunday. I don't want to, that is stressing me out as somebody who's the mom of a 4-year-old.
Well, you're going to gain an hour.
Oh, gain an hour.
Yeah,
so I guess the other one, the back.
It's the spring forward.
Yeah, I hate the idea of
spring forward sucks.
And then also, iPhones like readjust for you or do it naturally. But you remember back in the day, and I still feel like sometimes I'm scared my iPhone won't. So I have like anxiety, and this is a real thing that my phone didn't do the thing. Yes. Because technology can fail us. We know that. Yeah. And then I'm like, just super on edge that usually that night, either way, going back or forward. And
so you don't end up sleeping any better with the extra hours.
It's a lie.
You're all tense. And then you have to go around your house and you got to change the stove, the microwave, all of your, analog clocks that run on batteries.
It's annoying.
And in your watch.
The one time that I actually enjoyed it a lot was I was at the club and it was 1 o'clock in the morning twice.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got an extra hour party. And now this was back when I did live in LA. So I was having a good time.
I will admit
you've been in a party and you're like, oh my God, it's 2 a.m. again.
We're still going, guys.
And you can get some extra sleep. That's the one time that I actually appreciated it. But I will say that you got to I think we should just settle on something. I didn't realize that it was this contentious about if people wanted more light in the morning or night. So if that's the biggest beef, then I guess we can't figure it out. Maybe we should really, with the census in the next couple of years, ask people which one they prefer. And if we get an overwhelming answer, like I'd like nights to be longer, just put it as a question on the census. Yeah. And if we get an overwhelming answer, can we please just do it? Because this bill is like wasting time and money, continuously talking about it for it to go nowhere.
What do you think about the argument that some of the senators made about it being dangerous for it to be dark throughout the morning? I guess because people are driving to work. I mean, that seems a little speculous to me, but... Well,
I know that Robbie always has an argument about how old the people are that are running our country, saying stuff like this. This sounds like, and no disrespect to the grandmas out there, this sounds like something that my grandma would say, oh, it's too dark. Like, guess what? We have to go to work dark or light. If we have a night shift, people have to work in the dark. So it's like, forget. Is it kind of, they said it's, okay, my producers are telling us that it's mainly about kids going to school in the morning and it being dark.
I feel like it was dark all the time when I was going to school in the morning. They should just start school later.
Well, that's a lot. Start school later?
Yeah, we start.
Then you're like jumping into parents' schedules and work schedules. Parents got to get to work.
I mean, I rode the bus and I started at 7:30 when I was in high school. It was crazy.
Yeah, they are. And they moved my niece's schedule up to 7 a.m. They said if you're going to catch the bus, you got to be there by 7.
This is the real debate, Lindsay. Kids need more sleep, right? The natural circadian rhythm of a child is go to bed later and wake up later. And instead we have kids getting up at 6 a.m. to go to school. No wonder we can't read anymore.
I'm actually having a heart attack thinking about the idea that my daughter starts kindergarten next year and has a hard income.
Oh my gosh. All right.
That does it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hills YouTube channel so you never miss any content from us. And those of you who like to listen on the go, you can listen to our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. We'll see you next week.